nothing doing on that one.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Under 10.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
First carry for James Conner. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. They fumbled the ball.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success is you score touchdowns on those drives. That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
That first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Trubisky to throw again. He's got Burton here. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Murray. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
This is Connor, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Connor here on first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Leonard Floyd's athleticism can be scary good, and one advantage he has now in the NFL is that he's finally at one position and one position only. When he's at the University of Georgia, he played inside linebacker, he played outside linebacker, he played defensive end, almost depended on down and distance. Now strictly an outside linebacker with one key responsibility: go get the quarterback.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 2nd down, it's Drake.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the off.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray eluding the pressure right, finding room to the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Trubisky under pressure again, and down he goes again. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Murray. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella, 96 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The catch made by Miller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including the fullback, leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he interrupted. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.